Ooh, ooh. That's my owl. That's from the first video. 3 examples today, showing one example each of one example of no solution, one example of 2 solutions, one example of 0 solutions. First example, let's find, so here's a graph, there's our equation. We want to solve it by graphing to find the zeros. First, find the axis of symmetry. If b is 2 and a is 1, negative b over 2a. 2 times 1 is 2. 2b is 2, 2a is 2, negative 2 then will be my, or negative 1, excuse me, negative 1. 2 over negative 2 is 1. So my axis of symmetry is negative 1. So I can put my line right over there. If I know that's my axis of symmetry, and I know the y-intercept is negative 3, I can put a point down there. That's easy. Since I have a negative 3 point, I can use the axis of symmetry for another point right there. I've almost got this thing done already. The graph opens upward. I can almost guess where my other points will be, but just to make sure, I'm going to put in my vertex. If the axis of symmetry is negative 1, negative 1 squared is 1. Negative 1 times 2 is negative 3. So 1 minus 3, 1 minus 2 is negative 1. And negative 1 minus 3 is negative 4. So my vertex is right down here at negative 1, negative 4. So my parabola goes like this. I can almost guess that my next 2 points are going to be right up in here somewhere. So let me do that. Let's use the table. Let's pretend x is 1. Let's see if that works. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 2 is 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. That's it. It worked. So if x is 1, y was 0. I was right. That is where it goes. If that is the point, and I just checked it mentally, it's true. If x is 1, I plug that in, I'm going to get 0. Using the axis of symmetry, I have my other point, which is right there at negative 3. So my zeros are 1 and negative 3 for that example right there. Number 2, second example. First of all, I look at this as x squared minus 8x equals negative 16. I need to rewrite this in standard form. Add 16 to both sides. So I add 16 to both sides. Now I'll find my axis of symmetry. B is 8, a is 1. Negative 8 over 2 times 1 is 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Excuse me, 4. So my axis of symmetry is negative 4. So I'm going positive 4. It's positive 4. So I move it over here to 1, 2, 3, 4. Positive 4 because b was negative 8. So a negative 8 over 2 is negative and negative 4. Now in this particular case, this y-intercept of 16 is not going to work. So I got to go ahead and find the vertex. So I'll take my axis of symmetry of 4. I'll plug into here. 4 times 4 is 16. 8 times 4 is 32. So 16 minus 32 is negative 16. Plus 16 is 0. Wait, this could be awesome. 4 squared is 16. Minus 32 is negative 16. Plus 16 is 0. So that means that my vertex is 0. Is 4 and 0. So I get to put this point right here. I know if that's the vertex, my graph opens upward. I have my solution is going to be 4. All right, that's an example of one solution. This solution is 4. Next solution, or next example. Oh, it's an opossum. That's our theme of the week. Animals whose names start with a 0. Well, not a 0, O. See, solving for zeros. Very confusing. Opossum and owl. Last example. Negative x squared plus equals 4x plus 5. Once again, write in standard form. Please, in this example, add the x squared so we're working with positive values. So we have x squared plus 4x plus 5. Axis of symmetry is always your first go-to. 4, which is the b value. A is 1 times 2 is 2. 4 over 2, it's negative. Negative 4 over 2 is negative 2. So I'll take my axis of symmetry and put it at -2. Okay, -2 for my axis of symmetry. Next example is now I want to put my next thing to do is y-intercept, +5. So I'm going to go to +5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that right? 5. There's my y-intercept. Since I have my axis of symmetry, I can put my other point right there. All right, now looking at this, I'm starting to wonder if I have 2 points here, my parabola opens upward, there's a good chance. I got a pretty decent chance of there being no solution. Because if this vertex is up here somewhere, there's no solution. So let's take a look. If my axis of symmetry is -2, -2 times -2 is 4. 4 times -2 is -6. 4 plus -6 is -2. 4 plus is 8, -8. 4 plus -8 is -4. -4 plus 5 is 1. Yes, perfect. That's my vertex right there. It's going to be 1 and 5, no solution. So those are your 3 examples. So thanks for your attention. Your assignment, the first part due Wednesday, will be page 456 and 7. It'll be on the Canvas assignment 1, 3, 5, 6, and 7. Submit number 5. Graph paper. If you don't have graph paper, you go to Google Images. You can find graph paper on those. You can screenshot some graph paper. You can sketch it if you need to. And I know it's kind of a hardship for some of you, but we'll make do with whatever you can. So thanks a lot, and remember to submit your words that go with these videos. Thank you for your attention. Talk to you next week.